Welcome to My Writer's Room. I'm BT Higgins. Welcome to lesson 3.6, Gathering Ideas. Every week or every set of weeks on our lesson cycle, I've been trying to give you different ideas to get you going, gathering ideas so you can start your writing journey or continue that writing journey. Might not be something that you need. Perhaps you've already got a million ideas and you're already going with them, in which case you're good. Keep going. Don't stop. For those who have more difficulty finding those ideas, I want to give you another idea today on where you can look to create the idea for your next story, or if you're writing something longer, a novel. Or it could also be an idea for the poems that we talked about a couple lessons ago. Okay, the idea essentially is titled fan fiction. Now, if you're a fan of a certain type of book, just like with that Shel Silverstein I was talking about a couple times ago, I'm a big fan of his poems because they're funny and they're silly and they're not too serious and I can understand them. And so whenever I try and make a poem, it usually ends up being not too serious. And it'll have a similar feel because that's who I'm a fan of. Well, fan fiction is like the next step in that. And what you essentially do is, let's say you really like, I don't know, Harry Potter or some other book where you just loved it to death and you love the universe that it made and you love the characters. So you want to write a story in that universe. Well, as long as you don't publish it, and that's kind of a big point. You can't publish your stories if you're taking their characters and you're taking their universe and all the names, because that's their property. It's copyright property. And so you can't publish this thing. But as long as you're not intending to publish it and try and make money off of it, you're safe. You just write a new adventure for Harry, or maybe some character in Harry Potter that you like, oh, I would like to know more about that person. And then you simply just imagine what their life could be like, or imagine them going off on a side adventure. Well, you can do that as a way of getting yourself going, and it's called fan fiction, written by the fans, but it's in the world and it follows the rules that the author put in for their novel. There's actually sites, I haven't actually gone to them because I haven't done much of this kind of writing, where the fans actually can post their fan fiction books. It's not for sale, so I guess that makes it it's all fine to have posted it and shared it. And it's just a community of people who all are excited about a certain novel and or a series and just want to add to it and play with it. And it's kind of like a role-playing game type of thing. And that's a really good way for you to get ideas, because the author, who I assume is really good because they've sparked your imagination and given you ideas, they've done all the hard work of inventing a magical, awesome world that you love. Now, all you have to do is take a character from it, put them into your little story, or maybe all the characters. Maybe it happens at Hogwarts if we keep going with this Harry Potter thing, and you just do your own thing. Take an aspect of the book that you loved and, write your own adventure, side adventures, adventures before the book, adventures that happen after the end of the book, something that's not explained by the author that you would like to know. Well, you just invent it, write it. And in the process, you'll learn by mimicking their world and maybe even a little bit their style and how their characters talk. You'll learn about how to put stories together and what makes them interesting, what makes them not interesting, because you have something very clear to copy or mimic. And you have something very clear to compare your story to. It can be a lot of fun, and mostly that's what keeps us writing. When we're having fun with a thing, we keep doing the thing. That's the rule number one that we keep talking about. Fun is what we lead with. And then over time, that fun makes us really, really good at the thing, and that's where the value comes in for the next book, when we're writing something that we invented and cultivated and created from the beginning. It will be our world with our rules and our characters, but we got practice by writing this fan fiction. So it's really, really valuable. And so I thought maybe you might enjoy doing a little fan fiction. Take something you love, make it even better. I don't know. Maybe that's not possible, but make your own thing that you really love, starting with the springboard of a book that you like. The possibilities are endless for this one. You can really, really imagine a lot. So have fun writing these things. See if you can make them sound just like in the book. Describe things just like they're in the book. Or if you didn't like one little bit of the book, change it. Make it your own. Make it your perfect version. All right. One thing I wouldn't suggest doing is don't just rewrite the book. Don't just summarize the book. Well, I mean, I guess you can if you want to just summarize. So some reports and school things are just summarized. That's like a book report, I guess. This isn't exactly what fan fiction is. It's not retelling the same story. It's taking the universe and adding to it and making the universe bigger. That's your job. If you choose to accept that job, that'll help you. Have fun.